Hey, good morning, friends. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. Here it comes. Let's get Instagram going. You can tell a lot about an actor by how they treat their guest stars once they become the lead in a TV show. Good morning. This is the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Today is Thursday, May 21st. Welcome wherever you're joining me from on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Good morning. How are you? Good to see you, Summer. Welcome, TikTok. Let me know where you're joining me from and what you're working on today in your acting career over here at the Working Actor NYC. Lots of things going on. Last night, I went to a conversation, an opportunity, an event organized by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. We got to see the season 3 finale of Elsbeth on CBS, and then there was a moderated conversation with the star Carrie Preston and the casting director Findlay Davidson. So I got to spend some time in the world of Elsbeth. Um, I was particularly keen to go because the casting director, Findlay Davidson, was going to be there. So I was keen to listen and see if there's anything I could learn. Because here it comes. I've been on Elspeth. I was a guest star in season 2, episode 13, Tearjerker. Jordana Brewster was the main guest star, and I had a much smaller guest star on that episode, but I never got to meet the casting director, Findlay Davidson. They are good at these events at SAG-AFTRA Foundation, ensuring that when it's a larger group, that they don't get to meet. Hey, good morning. That they don't, that the rabble like me don't get to corner the guests. But it was good to listen to them speak and to try to learn something. To be honest, I didn't really learn a lot, but there were some interesting things that I think are worth sort of noting. One juicy little piece of gossip was that the hi, good morning. This is the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. One little juicy piece of gossip was that the stars are calling Findlay Davidson's office to find out if they can be on the show. Some names thrown around: Steve Buscemi, Stephen Colbert, Bette Midler. They were really trying hard to get Bette Midler on the show, but the scheduling didn't work out. And I guess it's just not something that I've thought about. You can't imagine that Steve Buscemi is sitting around twiddling his thumbs, thinking, "Huh, I want to be on that show. Maybe I should just ask." Listen, I am all for asking. You don't ask, you don't get. So I admire that. The other thing that they sort of did talk about was that that they use, because they shoot in New York City, they use a lot of theater actors, and often musical theater actors, which is great to know. And it's not necessarily a strategy that they use, but they're not afraid to use musical theater actors, because the show is a procedural, but it's not an action-heavy procedural. It's a comedy as well. It's a procedural, but it's also a comedy. So they often find that musical theater actors are used to working with comedy and find it easier to get the rhythm. Hello, Red Miller. Good morning, friends. On Run the Scrum is here. Thanks for joining me. This is the Daily. Good morning, Draven Lee. This is the Daily, the morning report from the Working Actor NYC. Hey, Matt W. As I say, last night I got to spend some time in the Elspeth world. And one thing that they did come back to was that Carrie Preston really makes a point of making sure that, hey, Draven Lee, Carrie Preston makes a point of making sure that guest stars to the show feel welcome and feel embraced so that they can do their best work on the show and can eliminate some of the nerves that go along with being a guest on somebody else's set. She said that that experience for her came from having been, she said, prior to Elspeth, I was a guest on other people's shows. I wasn't the series regular. I was, showing up on other people's sets and to do my work. And once she became the lead, the series regular in her own show, she said it was important to her to make sure that guests to the set felt welcome and felt embraced so that they could do their best work. She talked about Tracy Ullman being somebody who's unique to Elspeth because she's been on in different seasons. She has played two uniquely different characters. Of course, it's Tracy Ullman, so it's well disguised, and she loves the wigs and the teeth and all of the things. But she's able to play on set because she feels comfortable, because she's prepared. It's that kind of integrity as an actor that I think so many of us admire. She says, Carrie said that she doesn't necessarily feel the same sort of freedom. She feels an obligation because she knows that the pace of the show is dependent upon her. Hey, good morning, friends over on TikTok. Thank you for joining me, Mari868. Oh, Laura's back. Hey, Funny Mom. Funny Mom is here. All I can say is that Carrie certainly made me feel incredibly welcome and embraced. She took time to chat with me between when we were doing different setups. When I was did a small guest star in season 2, episode 13, Tearjerker, the episode with hey Larry, hey, how are you feeling, Larry? I want to know if you're doing okay. Hope you're all recovered. But yeah, I got to do a guest star on Elspeth, and between setups, she was incredibly generous to me and chatted to me and wanted to know who I was and where I'd come from and what my experience was like. And all I can tell you that absolutely reflected my experience on the show. And I think it just says a lot about a person. Oh, good to hear, Larry. I just think it says a lot about an actor that they don't forget where they've come from, that once they become the series regular, that they make sure that they are doing what they can to remember what their process and trajectory has been like on the way to becoming the series regular. So I really appreciated that. It made me feel wonderful and made me relax and allowed me to do my best work. And I did have some bizarrely tricky things to do. As I was doing the conversation with Carrie Preston and with Cara Patterson, who was at that time the other series regular, but I had this sort of quite long 2-page scene with the two of them, during which I was stacking these wine bottles on the shelves of a bar. And of course, it was important for continuity that I place the same bottles in the same place and at the same time. It was choreography, and they were all so impressed that I managed to do it the same each time. Which made me laugh because I was just like, this is the simplest choreography I've ever had. Choreography plus acting, I got this. But let me know what you guys are working on in your acting careers. Hi, Liberty Sage Bear. Hi, thanks for joining me. Hi, Sigma N1. Today I am working on a scene from Blue Bloods that I picked up in a casting director workshop that I did with #dancer skills. Yes, Summer, that's right. #dancer skills. On a hold for another commercial. Get it, Laura. You are killing it. I'm so proud. That's so awesome. You better book. This is awesome news. Now, Laura, this is interesting. Is it the same casting director, or are these different casting directors who are calling you in? I'm interested to know how it works in your neck of the woods, because you're uh, what is that? I guess Texas isn't southeast, is it? I don't know. That's interesting. Different casting directors. You're killing it, Laura. I'm so proud of you. Like I had something to do with it, you know? I just think that's awesome. I'm so pleased for you. Congratulations. This is one of our, Laura is one of a longtime viewer over on TikTok, and just keeps racking up these commercial bookings. I'm really, really impressed. Yes, today I'm working on a scene from Blue Bloods in a working workshop with casting director Caroline Pomer Alegrant, who was the casting director for Bull for a long time. Laura is killing it. Over on YouTube, Laura, over on YouTube, Summer from Dolls of Horror is sending you your congratulations, giving you your flowers. So yeah, I have casting director workshop today with Caroline Pomer Alegrant. I'm uncertain about that I've chosen the correct scene to do for her. How do you choose scenes for your casting director workshops? Caroline has been doing a lot of shorts lately across genres. Yeah, I guess some are horror, some are comedy. I just wanted to go in with something that I book, a boss with bite. This is sort of a boss, what I call a boss with bite scene. Um, it's from a procedural. So, I mean, Caroline has done procedurals. Uh, Ukulele Man wants me to play their song "Fool to Be in Love" by Aaron Low Winter. I just released, would love feedback support. There you are. If you're on TikTok, find Ukulele Man. Um, but yeah, I'm unclear as to the direction that I've gone in. The other scene that I like to do in these classes is the scene from Elspeth that I booked, because it is sort of, yes, it's procedural, but it is sort of light comedy. So I feel like that can be helpful as well. And that's more the smart servant role, what I call smart servant, which is another sort of type that I tend to book a lot. So that's what I'm working on. I also have to do more work downstairs. We had a huge thunderstorm in New York City last night, and did not realize until later in the evening that our basement had flooded. So we spent a few hours last night cleaning that up. There's still more work to do down there, and stuff is trashed. Oh well, what you gonna do? Listen, I've got to keep moving, but wherever you are, whatever you're working on, you got this. Keep going. Congratulations again, Laura. So thrilled for you. And I will be right back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Wherever you are, thanks for joining me.